Let me premise this post by saying I'm not an expert on the subject. I do not claim to be. I am just interested in the entire thing, and I felt so enlightened the moment I learned about the history of the symbol swastik. I felt so enlightened, a little embarrassed that it took me this long to understand and actually know what that symbol stands for, except for that one popular thing that it stands for. But anyway, I'll get into that later. I'm creating this post in the hopes that those who are experts and those who know more would actually share, and those who have opinions would actually share as well, politely, of course. And then in the process, maybe we can have a better understanding of each other's faith, of each other's emotions, and maybe we have more understanding rather than conflict. And so one of the best things that I've ever gained, I guess, from having my own YouTube channel is friends, people that I meet, people that approach me, have a conversation with me. They share about their own culture, their opinions, what they know. I think it's just so amazing that somebody from India or Russia would actually communicate with me. They would trust me with their stories. It's just so flattering. And one of those people actually shared with me about this symbol, the swastika or the swastik. It actually started when the Asian entertainer wore the symbol in his clothing, and he was bashed for it. And my friend said he has every right to do that, because in Hindu, that symbol, the swastik or swastika symbol, is actually very much used. It's part of the practice of their faith. So apparently it's a combination of two words, su, which is good, and asti, which is to exist. Yeah. And so, but then it kind of means, it has come to mean all is well. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I understand, like all is well. This is being used by Hindus in so many occasions, in so many places, in their homes, in their temples, or places where they worship. It can be interpreted as four Vedas or Vedas: Rig, Yahur or Yaur, Sama, and Arthava. If I pronounce it incorrectly, or please correct me. And it was appropriated by the Nazis. It was actually based in the Aryan invasion theory. In the interpretation of the Nazis, there's a noble race, like the purest race, the highest kind of race. But in fact, that's wrong. The Aryan actually means noble, and it refers to one person's character. It doesn't have anything to do with your blood, color of your skin, or your nationality or race or whatever. It's all about the person's character. And because of what they have done, of course, people have developed so much hate on anything related to the Nazis, and that, as I've said, they use that symbol to represent themselves. And so that's, of course, valid. The hate that they feel, the disrespect that they feel whenever they see that symbol is valid. But on the other hand, the Hindus must be respected for the practice of their faith. And so I guess I'm just wondering, what can we do? What can we do to promote understanding? What can we do to help other people to understand the two sides? And what can we do to make things better? What can we do to essentially promote understanding rather than conflict? There's a lot I don't know. I try my best to study whenever I can, whenever I have the time. About a week ago, I was actually reading the story of Krishna, and I was asking one of my friends on Twitter some questions about Krishna, and she was, of course, very, very patient. She was answering all the questions that I had. But at some point, she said, that I appreciate your effort to understand my faith, but a lifetime won't be enough to actually understand everything about Krishna and about Hinduism. But she said, but I'm very, very flattered, very happy that you're trying to understand it. And I felt so flattered with what she said, so happy. I felt so understood, and I felt she was really, really being generous. There's so many out there that would insist that we understand everything about their faith, and in fact, understanding our own faith is difficult in itself, and so much so understanding others' faith. But of course, it's not an excuse. We always have to try and understand someone else's faith, someone else's disposition. But my only point is that it just feels good. It feels good when somebody out there is appreciating your effort to try and understand, and you're being recognized. It just feels good. It's very encouraging as well. So yeah, I'm very happy when I heard her say that. So yeah, I'm trying to study more. It's just that I know that I will never understand it and know it with the depth of knowledge that those who are actually practicing the faith will have. So yeah, just wondering, what can we do to foster understanding rather than conflict? And as I've said, if there's anybody out there who can share more about the swastik, Hinduism, and the practice of their faith, and of course those on the other side, those who feel disrespected because of this symbol, or how the Nazis appropriated the symbol, please share. That's it. Actually, I know that you probably came out of this this video with more questions than answer, but yeah, I'm just hoping, very, very much hoping that there will be others out there who will share what they know.